Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down, Atlanta.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the shotgun, they run with Smith, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Smith, the ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
A first down carry for Smith. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Smith on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, Ryan. He finds Smith out of the backfield.
Ryan's pass.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4. Fourth down.
Intended for number 23. Incomplete. It's now fourth down.
Now Jason Sanders for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
On the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 16 yards on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
48-yard line.
We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary that can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Buccaneers 7, Falcons nothing.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, They want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On third down, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. They keep it with Fournette on first down. Down right around the 25. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On second down, here's Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll throw with Brady. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make up some ground, and they did.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Shotgun now for Brady. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Ito Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
They'll run it here with Smith. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 39-yard line.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run forward with Smith. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback, just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
They'll run on 1st down. Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the
no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Ryan's pass taken in by Ridley. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Smith.
1st down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Ryan. That's complete to Smith. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Complete.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts.
1st and goal.
As they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here we go now with Smith. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. 2nd down and goal. Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Touchdown, Atlanta.
Julio Jones in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this 1st half as the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
No gain on.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
First and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
54, right there, 54 Mike.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Into the hands of the tight end. This is Jordan Thomas. The big fella. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jordan Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 17, Falcons 7.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. But now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And down to a knee. Well, that's one option.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 45 yards. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Complete to Ito.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Toss left. This is Smith. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the 1st down marker at the Bucs 16. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Ryan. His pass caught at the 4. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
The ball carrier
Keith Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I got it. Mark 54.
Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd down, Brady. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 38. And the return will stop right around the 25. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the interception, here's Ryan. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Jerry Hughes able to record his 5th sack of the season. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Ryan, that's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
The 2-yard line.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Is good.
And his kick is right through.
Buccaneers 24. Falcons 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st downs a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a first and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw, Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Ryan. Incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley in the final minute. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From midfield, here's Brady. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Right there. 54, right there. Hey, go 66.
He'll look to throw. He's got Evans. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw is Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And he comes back with one complete.
Today's final score, Buccaneers.
And Charles, in this one, the 4th quarter became a lot more interesting, I know, than I anticipated. Probably you anticipated. A comeback bid falling just a little bit short.
You're never supposed to count a team out, and I know we didn't on air, but mentally, I just didn't see this type of a comeback, especially one that put them in a position to put the real pressure on them down the stretch.
So for the Bucs, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Falcons,